Habyarimana's plane had crashed, and there is chaos in Kigali, and so on and so forth. So what follows a different issue. But he was here with me. Now, you can see he was here with me not as a soldier, not as anything, but just as part of the family. So I was trying to reduce the amount of stress I had accumulated by having my son around. Something else funny that happened when, of course, I said he was here when the chaos started. In fact, I left him here and went with the forces that were going to Miove. That was Miove. And so I sent a message back. I told the people who had stayed here, I said they should quickly take this kid back across the border and take him back to his mother. You won't believe it, he refused. He refused, he cried, he said, no, you must see me first. He was like, where is my father? Where is he? He refused that day, and the next day we were very busy out there. So I had to drive and walk back that, like on the second day, to come and convince him to go. Yeah, so I told the commanders I was with, where the forces were, that they give me just a few moments. I first go and solve a personal problem. So I had to come back. Actually, that time it was very dangerous because there was still some forces in between, and we had, at night I tried to drive. I had a Land Rover, I tried to drive, but we were using indicators. You couldn't put on lights because we didn't have. So some places we would walk, others I would drive. Then I came back, arrived here around 4:30 in the morning, and stayed up until he was sleeping until he woke up. And so I told him, you know, your mother wants you, you have to go. It seems he was happy where he was staying. He wasn't. So I had to convince him. I literally forced him, gave them somebody who took him to the border. And then I went back immediately. I didn't even rest. I had to go back and the forces. So I'm just trying to bring in the official me and the personal me. I thought maybe there wouldn't be a better place or thing to explain it than that story. So we had to keep one part is family, another part is work, and another part I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. With your permission, we'll take two last questions.
Okay.
Yes.
Maybe with a bonus of 3, if they could make it short, then.
Yes. Lionel, please, can you help us with the microphone?
Thank you, Mr. President. My name is Lionel Nditebilie. I work at the Pan-African Review. 30 years ago, you were already the target of criticism coming from beyond the borders of Rwanda.
When 30 years ago?
Yeah.
I'm still taking this criticism even now.
Yes, that was my question. Like, what was it then, and what is it now that is driving that criticism? And what can the new generation of Rwanda learn from the way you handled it?
Well, it's hard to tell, but also not. I shouldn't exaggerate. It isn't too difficult. Is there anybody in the world who would not be criticized, or who is not criticized at one time or another? I don't think. And it depends on the interests, or even the views of those who are criticizing you, about you, their views, their whatever interests, or if you. But it also means you are actually somebody. If you have to be criticized, somebody who is nobody want to be criticized because they're criticizing you for something that in one way they associate with, but would want it different. That is one possibility. The other is what either you are thinking, or your actions, or your are a danger to them. In other words, it's like they deprive them of something. For example, if we two of us, I'm telling you, say, you know what, let's do this, or you are telling me, let's do this, so that we are not dependent on the other one. And the other one actually wants you to be dependent on them. They will not be happy that you are trying to be independent. So they will attack you for wanting to be independent, because they don't want you to be independent from them. And there are many tactics, there are many ways of doing that. They may not tell you directly that, because it looks ridiculous that they are attacking you for wanting to be independent. So they just find ways of creating a bad name for you, so that works against you, and it's not seen that they are the ones working against you. What is working against you is what they have created about you, the image. They make it look happen like that, and absolves them the responsibility of attacking you or criticizing you. So it's like, you see, it's like that. At a higher level, like in our case, there are, we touched a bit of history and said, what has been happening in Rwanda. Let's talk about genocide alone. It happened because the country was divided. The colonial times brought in the kind of politics and shaped Rwanda like that and so on. And then, anyway, ultimately genocide happened. So when you tell the story, actually the way it was, from colonialism and then up to the time of genocide, those who are responsible for the colonial times don't like it. And when you say they are associated with the genocide or the cause of it, they are not happy with you. Now, simple thing, for example, one of the things they do, and a simple one, they want to keep attacking you like you are a violator of human rights, no freedoms, no democracy, blah, 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 blah. By doing that, it's like they are saying, you see, what happened in Rwanda actually is not anything to do with the outside. Rwandans have been killing each other. You see, the genocide was this, killing this. So, and then they turn, that's the story of turning the victim into a perpetrator. You have seen how many times they are out there saying, accusing RDF, accusing Rwanda, the security. I was reading something the other day saying, you have seen this consortium of journalists, what they are saying, that Rwanda has spies all over the world, killing their opponents, everywhere, in the whole world. So it's like they keep saying this about Rwanda. Rwanda is just a bunch of killers, not only that, they killed each other, now they are killing opponents. Now, you see, that when you get lost in that story, there is no outside blame. The outside blame disappears. Even the UN that was here that did nothing to stop genocide, or the whole world that watched and did nothing about genocide, ends up being absolved. It's now Rwanda. It's Rwanda, the victims, the perpetrators, they change positions. It's the outside world. Well, even journalists who were busy actually orchestrating genocide and supporting genociders, and they are the ones now who are spinning this story like those ones. Yes, because of their interest, their association, the way they want to shape the story of Rwanda, the narrative of Rwanda, the way they want. You see? So now, if you are weak, if Rwanda is weak, it's going to succumb to, and even be apologetic, or they shape it the way they want. They promote people, and you can see when they are saying, these are the people like the Ingabires, like somebody Ingabire, this small woman of a genocide, But they want the whole world to believe that she's an opponent, she's... actually, they would wish that one to be the president of Rwanda. And she also believes it. Yes. So she believes it, and she's everywhere giving lectures and, But this is, it's not Rwandan. This is not a Rwandan who believes this story. But the outsiders, these journalists, these ones who go to, what do they call it? Forbidden stories. It is forbidden to be talking about Ingabire. Well, I'm actually sort of going to be blamed for it. You will see it. So, you young people who are in this kind of thing, because influencers you hold opinion. You hold opinions for a reason. You are part of the social political fabric of this country. So if you don't grasp that easily, I'm sure maybe, you know, among you or somewhere else, there are people who are operating the opposite of how you are doing it. Yes, so they must be having a reason, either of their own or being used by others. So constantly, we've got to be aware, we have got to be, but we also got to have what we want for ourselves. And we should not be apologetic about it. You check any time, any day, I've never been apologetic for what RPF is doing, what Rwanda wants, what I am doing with these people who abuse, criticize, and even in high offices, they are somewhere outside in the world. They, you know, you meet somebody, they say, yeah, why in Rwanda, why you are doing this? You say, what? You say, what evidence do you have? They said, but so and so said this. They are talking about one of the influencers somewhere out there whom they are at the same time using, and then they are quoting that one as evidence. I mean, so this is a world you must really try and learn to be sophisticated, at least in understanding the nuances of these things and the world we live in.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Maybe a question from the front. Naomi.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Amazina Nitwanishimwe Naomi, and I'm one of the content creators here in Rwanda.
I think I've also seen you many times.
Yes, I'm so happy to be sitting right in front of you and next to the First Lady. My question is, what to get into Zabinari?
It goes.
And some of us here are making a living through social media. What are the steps? Thank you.
Good. First of all, it is to know the story. No kumenya, ugomba kumenya nibyo wasanze ari byiza, muracyari bato nyine bimwe mugenda mubyumva, ariko mukwiriye kubyumva, mukwiriye no kubimenya, mukamenya ngo ibi byiza ntabwo ari uko byari bimeze imyaka 30 ishize. Then the question is, byagenze gute kugira ngo tube dufite ibi byiza? Immediately also what kicks in, kiza noneho mu mutwe wawe, ni ukuvuga ngo ariko ko dufite aya mateka asatya, kandi tukaba dufite ibi byiza bimeze gutya, ariya mateka mabi yazagaruka. So noneho igikurikiraho ni ukurinda ibyo byiza ufite. Kubirinda gute rero? Hari uburyo bwinshi. Kubirinda even by shaping the opinion, facts, evidence, and explanation. Kuvuga ngo ikintu ni cyiza, umbaje uti ni kuki ari cyiza, nabikubwira. I will give you evidence, I will give you a fact, I will give you why I believe iki kintu ni cyiza. So mu byo mukora rero nyine naho ngaho, iyo byageze ahandi, iyo noneho nanone usubira mu mateka, ukareba mu mateka, turn pages ukareba, ntabwo ibyiza byikora, ntabwo ibyiza biva muri opinion gusa ngo no mu opinion hari intambara nabyo. Buri munsi you wake up ready for a fight of some kind, right? Yes. Numvuga nabi, niyo waba utavuze igihugu nabi, numvuga nabi turahangana, ndakubaza impamvu mvuga nabi kandi ugiye numva. izindi ntambara zibaho ni izisanzwe iz'amasasu noneho zirimo no kubura ubuzima ibyo nabyo ntawe ubihejwemo ibyo nabyo hari ababyitabira so nibyo rero cyambere ariko byose bihera ku mutima wawe n'ubwenge bwawe n'ukuntu utekereza precisely nka bya ntimuzabimbwa muzabe intare ni ukuvuga ngo kubimbwa ni ukubaho utagira opinion utagira umuntu yagutuka uti amusore akaba ari we apologizing no should be the one to apologize not me so kuba intare vuga ari ni uguhangana n'ikibazo cyaba icyawe ku giti cyawe cyaba icy'umuryango wawe cyaba icy'igihugu ukakigira icyawe you want to nibura gutanga umusanzu mu kuyikemura
Wakoze cyane Your Excellency turafata the bonus question mwaduhaye byuka vuba yes
murakoze nitwa Kwizera Josue nkaba ndi umunyeshuri muri UR ariko nanone nkankoresha social media ku izina rya byuka vuba cyasabura cyaryamye mu kiganiro cyabahuje n'abanyamakuru muri
byuka vuba I think cyangwa uracyaryamye
yego
I think I've seen it I have followed that
thank you
yes.
Mr. President
ni wowe rero
yego
I didn't know
mu kiganiro cyabahuje n'abanyamakuru mwaka ushize muri 2023
banza no ku ifoto yawe iri ku ntuzi ukoresha ntabwo ari yawe bwawe
yego
hariho undi muntu
yego nyakubahwa perezida
nibyo
yego
then I have followed
thank you umunyamakuru wa TV1 KNC yabajije niba abanyarwanda dukeneye kwitegura igihe twaba duteye bitewe n'amagambo ari guturuka hanze aho uravuga ko ashaka kuzatera u Rwanda nyakubahwa chairman mwamusubije mubwira ko dukwiriye kuryama tugasinzira tukongera tugasinzira nta kibazo dufite mu kumusubiza twebwe twaragiye nyine nta kibazo dufite turaryama tugasinzira ariko nifuza kubaza urubyiruko rushaka gukomeza kuryama ariko rukaryama hari icyo ruryamanye ku buryo igihe telefone yazasonera rutazakenera undi muntu ubigisha gukotana mwaba muruteganyiriza iki murakoze cyane
byarateganyije byararangiye kuvuga gutyo ngo uryame usinzire ni ukutabiha umwanya urenze uwo bikwiye ariko naho ubundi uko igihugu cyacu gikora hari abakirinda ku buryo bw'umwuga bw'umwihariko umutekano warwo birakora kandi ntabwo ari aba bantu bambaye iriya myenda gusa ijyanye n'umurimo bakora buriya ibikorwa bishingira no mu baturage bakorana n'abaturage hose ku buryo noneho no mu buryo bundi ari ubw'ibiza ari ubw'icyabaye aha ari impanuka yabaye aha hari uburyo ari ubugezweho ari ubusanzwe ari wa mutima navugaga abagomba kubimenya ako kanya barabimenya bakaba bazi ngo habaye impanuka habaye iki nimutabare nimugire muti urumva rero ko bitasigara inyuma no mu buryo noneho bwo guhangana n'abaturuka hanze bashaka guhungabanya umutekano wacu abantu ni ukuryama ariko kandi nyine musigaye mufite na za telefoni rero hazaho ka alamu kakubwira ngo hari uburyo bwinshi butandukanye aho abantu bagomba kubimenya noneho hari n'ubundi buryo bugomba gutegura abo ngabo bagomba kugira icyo bakora bashoboye aho ariho hose. Ariko the message really muryame musinzire was guhumuriza abantu, but at the same time bivuze ngo niyo ubwo harimo noneho hari uwavuze iby'intare n'iki. Intare mwari mwayibona? Ariko uzayirebe uhora usanga isa n'isinziriye, ariko burya ntisinziriye. Niyo ukandagiye gusa ukumva irabyuka, ariko ikindi gihe ibisinziriye. Kuruhuka, kuryama rero mugasinzira nibyo n'ubundi mukwiriye kugira ihumure mukaryama mugasinzira, ariko muri mwe iyo akantu gakomye urakanguka, sibyo? Naho ibi bindi rero bisakuza biriya rwose nabo kandi barabizi, ni ukuvuga gusa kuko abashaka mujya mu makuru mugasubizanya, baratukana bagashaka ko basubiza nawe ukandura nkabo, so barabihorera. Ariko iyo byarenze umurongo barabizi icyo babaho.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for the inspiring words. I believe that this place and the tour that we did was very inspirational for us. Maybe we will not fight the same kind of fights that you did 30 years ago, but we have a very important fight to do as well, which is information online and using social media for the right reasons. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, and good luck on the campaign today.
Thank you. Actually, you are lucky. You have the information fight available for you, but you can even join the other ones. So for you, you have for me, it was only one option. That was just the information one I didn't have. But for you, you are lucky. But just know that the possibilities are limitless. That's the most important thing. And this is your country, it is yourselves, it's there shouldn't be anything that should deprive you what you want to have or want to be or want to. Just, it starts from within you. Just don't accept nonsense. Yes.
We will not.
Yes.